Hi, I'm Vince Petrano. Thanks for joining us. Charges have been filed now against an 18-year-old who was involved in a deadly hit and run. Michael Hobbs is charged with killing a Milwaukee couple in a crash Sunday at 84th and Wilbur. According to a criminal complaint, Hobbs stole an SUV that had been left running in an alley. He then took several other teens on a joyride. Told police he was doing 80 miles an hour when he blew a stop sign and crashed into two cars. Bernie and Mary Hansen died at the scene. Another woman was also hurt. According to police, Hobbs left the scene but was arrested a short time later. Wisconsin is a step closer now to becoming the 25th state with a right-to-work law. The bill passed the Republican-controlled Senate last night. 17-15. One Republican did vote no. Republicans generally say the bill will give workers the chance to take a job without being required to join a union or pay union dues. The bill now moves on to the state assembly, which is expected to pass it next week. Union supporters say they will be back at the Capitol protesting right to work.
I have a right to be here, and I have a right to make my voice heard.
We have a right to be heard about this bill, and that's why the way it's been going down is just so egregious.
Officials arrested at least 4 protesters inside the Capitol last night. Overnight lake effect snow has since tapered off, but boy, not for one long and messy morning. In Milwaukee County, sheriff's deputies responded to at least 15 crashes with property damage. On I-94 near College Avenue, a truck overturned and spilled thousands of pounds of grain. A few miles south in Racine, a car smashed into a police cruiser, already responding to another crash.
No one's slowing down today. And the roads this morning from 2 to about 8 o'clock, I'd say were probably the worst they've been all year.
Despite all the crashes and slide-offs, we're told no one required critical emergency care. Sheriff's deputies told us that there was one crash with some minor injuries.
2 rounds of snow in the last 24 hours. The first one, as expected, dropped an inch or less of snow across southeastern Wisconsin. Then overnight, with the northeast wind kicking up, we had the lake effect. And like all lake effect, it's extremely stressful and hard to predict. The band of snow is very narrow, and you just don't know how long it's going to last before the winds shift and push it back out over the lake. It'd still be snowing in southeastern Wisconsin along the lakefront if the wind had not shifted to the north and to the northwest. With that said, there was still plenty of snow in a short period of time. South Milwaukee at 6 inches, Airport 5.5, Racine 5.4, Cudahy at 5.1, Oak Creek at 4, and then Greendale even a little bit inland at 3.4 as some of those bands did work their way across the interstate. But as I mentioned, most of the area an inch or less. Then you have 2 to 4 inches of snow from right around Bayshore down towards parts of Kenosha County, and then this sliver from Milwaukee's downtown to Racine County, Racine, right around 4 to 6 inches of snow. A very small area, and that's what's common with lake effect. A lot of sunshine for the rest of today. Port Washington's 11 degrees, but it is breezy. North wind at 10 to 20 outside, making it feel even colder. 15 in Milwaukee, 11 in Watertown, 10 Fond du Lac and Beaver Dam. The wind speeds are out of the north and northwest now at 10 to 20 miles per hour. That is why that band of snow, which is still sitting out there, is not coming on shore. If these winds were to become northeasterly, we get more snow in here, but that is not expected for the rest of the afternoon and for tonight. Temperatures tonight are going to be cold. In fact, that doesn't look, these are the wind chills. 6 below is the current wind chill in Port Washington, 2 above in Milwaukee, 0 in West Bend. So there are still spots with that wind chill below 0. The rest of the afternoon, sunshine and temperatures around 16 degrees here in Milwaukee, a little bit cooler to the west and northwest, and with that north wind at 10 to 15, gusting to 20. As you saw, wind chills would be 0 to even a little bit below 0. Here are your lows tonight. 2 below in Port in Sheboygan, 6 below in Watertown, 4 below in Milwaukee, which is very close to a record of 6 below from 1879. 1 below in Racine and 8 below out towards Madison and the Dells. Here's the forecast map. The low pressure system moving off to the east. Those winds have now become north to northwest, so that band of snow just sitting out over the lake and eventually will dissipate. High pressure brings us clear skies for the next couple of days into Saturday afternoon. By late in the day Saturday, clouds begin to move in here with the next storm system, which now looks to be tracking more to the south, but we'll still get some shovelable snow out of this before Sunday afternoon arrives. Tonight, 4 below in Milwaukee. Inland areas 9 below, wind chills 10 to 20 below. The record is 6 below for Milwaukee from way back in 1879. The 7-day forecast: 14 for Friday, Saturday 18 after a morning low of 4 below, 28 on Sunday. We'll have snow Saturday night into Sunday. I'm thinking about 2 to 3 inches of snow, some isolated higher amounts than that toward the state line, and then a rain snow mix on Tuesday with temperatures in the 30s.